welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Give it a stretch. Okay. So now, I don't know if you hear the machine in the background, but it's creating the model that I showed last time. And so it's taking a lot less because I think the last model, the first proof of concept that like failed, was on its way to like 300 grams. This one is like 88 grams, so that's good. The first one was saying about like 5 hours and some change, maybe like 5.5 hours to print. This one is like 2 hours, just a little bit less than like 2 hours, like an hour, whatever. And that's with all the setup stuff. So it's a lot less, and it's going to be done faster, quicker. So that's a positive. So right now, you can probably hear it, but it's printing. And yeah, so hopefully it comes out okay. Again, I'm not too sure about some of the tolerances. I kind of just like put it together, so it's gonna be like super tight tolerances. So we'll see, but hopefully it works out okay. I may have to do some tweaks and things, but I think it'll be all right. So hopefully, at least by the end. Well, I'm doing like a time lapse of it anyway, so I might do that, and then I'll see if I can put it together and get it mounted with the light and see, maybe I'll post a picture of it later. Neither here nor there. All that to say, that's happening, which is great. I'm super happy. It's printing, and it shouldn't have any, fingers crossed, shouldn't have any issues, because I made it like it's simpler. So there's less things that could go wrong. And that's how with 3D printing, that's what I'm finding. All right. So for this break session, I want to talk about this post that I came across. And I'm always fascinated by the capabilities of the web and the things that you can do on the web. It is amazing to me. Like, it's just more and more capable. Like, it seems like every time I look, there's something new that it can do. And so this sort of thing that we're going to talk about helps with that. And I'm going to post a link. So I'm posting a link to the blog post so you can check it out for yourself next to the recording of the video on the website. But what I want to talk about is coming from the good folks at Hugging Face, which, again, the name is hilarious to me, Hugging Face. And because it's like a silly name, you know what I'm saying? But it's the tech that they're doing is so serious. Like, what they're doing is so serious. So it kind of makes me chuckle every time I like see the name and the little mascot. Like, it's just hilarious to me. But yeah, shout out to Hugging Face. All right, so one of the cool things I've been noticing on the web are these. Let me see if I can even pull it up. Well, you're able to run like LLMs in the browser, like strictly through the browser. And what happens is it downloads the model to the browser, and then they have like an interpreter that is able to like make it work, which is pretty cool. So we spoke about this before. But now Hugging Face has been working on different models and making them smaller. So that, because right now, like before when we spoke about it, it's like almost like a gigabyte worth of stuff or more that has to be downloaded to the browser for the thing to work in the browser. So now by making the model smaller, it makes it less taxing on the browser and the downloads and all those things. So yeah, because you definitely don't want to be like on a mobile device, like a mobile connection, and using downloading models and things. So, all right. So this came out January 23rd. Shout out to these folks, Andres, Mikel, and Merv. All right, word up. So small VLM grows smaller. introducing the 350 million and 500 million models. Now, before they're talking about billions, you know what I'm saying? So for them to get to millions is like a magnitude. So we're excited to announce 2 new additions to the small VLM family. Small VLM 256 million M or whatever, and small VLM 500M. That's right, 256 million parameters, making it the smallest vision language model. That's what VLM stands for, vision language model, in the world. Amazing. Again, doing some like really deep research, and the name is Hugging Face. That is amazing. All right. We built on everything we learned from small VLM 2 billion while focusing on efficiency, data mixtures, and new design trade-offs. We are excited to introduce a pair of models that preserve strong multimodal performance in a fraction of the footprint. So that's dope. So this release comes with 4 checkpoints, 2 base models and 2 instruction fine-tuned models with sizes 256M and 500M parameters. These models can be loadable directly to transformers. So the transformers are the things that you do like web stuff, right? MLX and Onyx, ONNX. And we have demos for transformers and web GPU. So again, using Onyx, it taps into your GPU. Because when you're using models, normally it's like a GPU that's somewhere like far away or as close as possible to you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's like a room of these things, and that's what is happening. But now being able to do it in your browser makes it quicker and like more secure, I think, because it's all within your browser. And so it's not like it's making calls to random servers or anything. Like it's all within your browser. So at least from what I understand. All right. And then so you can find all the models in a demo for this release here, which we'll take a look at. Now, a lot of this stuff, I have no clue what any of this chart stuff means. So I'm just going to assume like it does well. You know what I'm saying? So it does, you can do text recognition, text and images reasoning, document reasoning, chart reasoning. So if you have like a graph or something, it can tell you information about that graph. Science diagrams, mathematical reasoning. So I guess it can use it to like help you with your math problems. All around visual reasoning, college level reasoning, and COT science reasoning. I'm not sure what COT stands for, but yeah. So they go through a whole bunch of stuff, right? Oh wait, why go smaller? The model is very lightweight, open source, and permissive, and easy to integrate into existing workflows. But we wanted to push this approach even further for people working with constrained devices, consumer laptops, or even potentially browser-based inference. That's where our new 256 million and 500 million models come in. On the other side, for people trying to process huge amounts of data, these models can run at a fraction of the cost of the 2 billion model. So pretty dope. All right. So I figured let's go ahead and just take a look at the demos that they spoke about. So this is the link that they shared before, right? And again, you'll be able to check out, where is the mouse? Okay, you'll be able to check out a link to the bottom. No, I'll put a link to this as well. So if you want to go directly to the demo, you can. Again, it'll be next to the recording of the video on the website. All right, so here we go. So yeah, so you can see fine math, local, small, fine textbooks, and fine web with a classifier. I'm not sure what all this stuff is. I guess these are things you can do. I don't know. But what I want to look at is this is the 256 and this is the 500. So I'm going to open these in new tabs. And we'll take a look at the 256. Share this tab instead. So here's the 256. Again, it's like adorable. It's just cute. All right. So small VLM web GPU. So again, hopefully this doesn't break my computer because I'm streaming, and hopefully that doesn't mess everything up. But we'll see. The smallest multimodal model in the world, designed for efficiency. And so you are about to load small 256 million instruct, a 256 million parameter multimodal optimized for in-browser inference. Everything runs entirely in your browser with the Transformers JS, which we spoke about before. Shout out to them. They're doing a lot of cool stuff. And Onyx Runtime, ONNX Runtime Web, meaning no data is sent to a server. Again, the security of it is pretty dope. Once loaded, it can even be used offline. So imagine that. And then the source code for the demo is available there. So if you want to check it out, you can do that there. And now we're going to load the model. And so hopefully, again, my computer doesn't crumble. So here we go. Loading the model. You'll see like how much it takes. That first one loaded super quick. And you can see this is 108 megabytes, 356 megabytes, 515 megabytes. So that's almost like a gig right there of stuff that's loading right now into my browser. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do some stuff here. And then I could have sworn there was I may have to like look. I could have sworn this one had like examples. Maybe it'll show up with the examples because you can't really do anything now. See what I'm saying? Like you can't say much because it hasn't loaded. But I think once it loads it, if I remember correctly, it shows you like things you can do. Okay, yeah, here we go. So now you can like pass in an image to it and then say, can you describe this image? Or then say, what does this say? This just gives you, it says like square root of A plus minus B, square root of C kind of thing. And then this is part of like that chart thing you're talking about. Where do the severe droughts happen according to this diagram? So really cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? Me, I basically kind of use it I use AI now to help generate alt text because I'm terrible I take forever to come up with like alt text for images. And so it does such a great job. And so I use Gemini for that from Google. But being able to do this, imagine creating your own like your own local application. That'd be kind of cool because I have a website where I travel and stuff. And doing like alt text is kind of like a lot when we take pictures, and I take a lot of pictures. Would be cool is if I could have like I'm thinking now that maybe have something or I can load it, like have a progressive web app that's like a photo thing. And like it'll take a picture and then using the local one automatically, I got to see if we can do it on mobile, but being able to generate images or even after the fact, maybe be able to like load all the images and then automatically just go through and add the alt tags afterwards or something. So either way, but there's a lot of cool stuff we can do. So let's take a look at this one. This one seems interesting. Where do the severe droughts happen according to this diagram? So we're going to click this. And it's thinking. Can't really read it, but examples of extreme weather, and this is 2016. All right, so it's thinking about stuff. Again, this is all, I think my computer might have froze or something. Hopefully not. Again, this is probably taxing my computer a lot because I'm streaming. I'm looking at like a preview of the stream. I have another one, like a YouTube thing here as a backup. And so it's probably a lot happening right now. So it's probably going to give it a second. So I'm just amazed that this hasn't caught fire yet. So eventually, maybe I should have gave it like an easier one or something. But it's going. It says running. But again, this is super cool. Like this is all happening in the browser. Like I'm not paying for that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just using the hardware I have. And I think my stream is being impacted. Okay. All right. I saw the preview kind of like go out. Okay. Here we go. The severe droughts are happening in Eastern and Southern Africa. So you can see right there. Let's see. Is that? Yeah. And that's it. It just said that. So it took generated 12 tokens in 4.97 seconds. So 2.41 tokens a second. Cool. So yeah, that's it. All right. I think I want to try the other one. I want to compare it with, now that was a 256. Let's see if we compare it with the 500. And so basically the same information. Let's load the model. This is definitely going to probably mess up my computer. So we're close to the end anyway. So load model. Now it looked like it loaded some previous one because they probably recognized that, hey, we have some stuff here already. You know what I'm saying? And so, but yeah, you see this one, 600 almost 700 megabytes. So this is definitely over a gig worth of stuff being downloaded to my browser right now at the moment. So you can see that .onnx. That's like the whole translation thing again, or decoder as they call it. That's pretty dope. It's usually, I think, like WASM and all these things. Like, it's kind of amazing the stuff you can do. Because the people who like help create the internet, I wonder if they ever, people even that create like the browsers, I wonder if they ever thought like people would be let do these sort of, like in their mind, did they ever think that? You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm gonna do another one of this one. So, no. Let me do this. Can you describe this? No, let me do this because I want to compare them. So let's do this. Again, you can always check out the site. Again, I posted a link to it. So if you want to check it out for yourself, feel free to do so. And yeah, definitely my preview went out. So, okay. All right. But it looks like everything else is working. So we'll see. And my thing is printing. I wonder if you can hear it. I mean, it's kind of loud, but it's kind of far away. And the mic is pretty directional sensitive. And so I'm just happy it's printing. And so I'm hoping before it gets too dark, I'll be able to go ahead and try the light holder thing. So we'll see. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So it's amazing. So it has to take this image and then like somehow read the image and understand what it's about enough to be able to answer the question, which again, this is wild to me. All in the browser. Kind of amazing. Now it is taking, here we go. The severe droughts happen in Eastern and Southern Africa. Yeah. So this one took 11 tokens. The other one took 12. Yeah, the other one took 12. And it took a little longer, the 5.88 seconds. So, but yeah, pretty much the same. So that's pretty cool. So you could probably get away with this much smaller model for your need, depending on what it is, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So you can play around with it. Again, check it out. I think it's super cool. Have you tried any of these like LLMs in the browser? Let me know how how it worked out for you. But right now, I'm gonna send you all back to work because I want to see how this thing is coming along. And so thanks for hanging out. I will see you 15 minutes after the hour for the final break session of the day. We'll take a look at our artist website. There's some music. Maybe you'll become a fan. But till then, thanks for hanging out. I wish you much productivity. And I will see you around. Again, this is Nujabez featuring a Pawnee Bee. The track's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. Catch y'all later. Be easy. Peace.
Let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I think all the showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the